a live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium and Athens. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Bulldogs kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense will have the first possession of the game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Well, I think it's hard anytime you're a freshman quarterback trying to get acclimated to the speed of college football, especially this early in the year. But, David, things are going to go faster even today because of this secondary and because of all the playmakers they have on the back end.
Wide open spaces. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They're going to ride this running back. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
The Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now we say hello to Nate Frazier. Man, are they ever glad that he decided to put off the NFL for one more season and stay in school, and they believe it is going to pay off big time.
And talking to coaches coming into this game, man, it was all about...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Brings it in down the left side.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big 1st down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a 1st down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He lets it fly. He's got it. Turning on the Jets. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught. Going for the goal line. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got rid of it just in time.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a give to Frazier. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Powers inside. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Sells the run, looking to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Setting up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Interesting play call there, right? You gave up a sack on the first play, so now these DNs are licking their chops, and you let them get a free rush at the quarterback because you've set up the screen. They're thinking, we're going to get back-to-back sacks. Just throw it right over top into the running back. You get some of those yards back now, at least giving you a chance here on third down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, though.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Got his man to the left, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick give. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Unloads in the nick of time.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Trying to take it back. Found a little run. That one picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw. Fires left. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! He now has 53 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Lucky to get it off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. On the run, fires downfield. That's caught. It's Mills. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Here comes the heat. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
And earlier, this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We kick things off with Cal taking on the number 13 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Golden Bears looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
And the Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Buying time to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Here comes the offense on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Making the adjustment on the play. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. needs it. There he goes. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
Fourth down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
On the run, it's Bowens. At the 35, he's loose. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They've got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Second down, going to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Second down, going to throw it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Searching for space. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rolls right. He'll get rid of it. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go. Ready, go.
After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab on the left.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football back.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Looking for the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the reset. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here late in the 4th quarter.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
As a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Great place to start for this offense. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff for Frazier. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
That one's not even close.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking.
He uncorks one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll settle for some pretty good field position. Fair catch at around the 35. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Working that left side. Drag down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Throwing on the run. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. To the back. Got some green grass.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Quarterback keep. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there. But the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity.
Flying out to the left. The 30. The 20. He's a touchdown Bulldog. And the pummeling has started.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting to... With offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0, they are loving their squad.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look...
Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you can tell.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Georgia using its final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Got out of trouble and throws. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
A good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but this living.
There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field and lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example